Hi guys, welcome back to another Quant video. Today I'm going to be covering the recent crash and why this makes me extremely bullish on Quant long term. Make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. No.
So in case you guys haven't been paying attention to price action, you can see that Bitcoin had a massive red candle on August 17th, which pretty much caused most of the crypto market to crash. Now the main theory for the crash is because of what this says right here. The documents also show SpaceX wrote down the value of Bitcoin it owns by a total of 373 million last year, and in 2021 has sold the cryptocurrency. Tesla has taken a similar approach with its Bitcoin holdings. Musk has posted about cryptocurrencies frequently over the years. Now whether or not this is why the crash actually happened, who knows? But the reality is that Elon Musk is very powerful. So if he says something positive or negative about crypto or Bitcoin, he could either tank or skyrocket the market. So there's a reason that this is the leading theory. And now if we take a look at Quant's daily chart. Now the first thing you may notice is that Quant also had a big red candle. However, unlike Bitcoin, which closed beneath support, Quant made a doji candle. It didn't actually close terrible, which is extremely bullish to see. Quant has a very strong level of support at that $100 region. Now a little over a month ago, I had drawn Quant in a falling wedge, which I said break up 68% of the time. After that, Quant did break up from $97 up to about $120, where you would have made just over 20% gains. However, then Quant dropped right back down and it's been trading at that $100 region ever since. And now at the current moment, you could argue that Quant is starting to form a descending triangle, which is a 50-50 pattern, meaning they break up 50% of the time. Now, if you look at the stochastics, they were oversold but are now starting to push up, and the RSI was also extremely oversold, starting to push up. Now, neither indicator looks too bad right now, but they also don't look fantastic. So ideally, what you would like to see happen is price action would break above the trend line, and then once the stochastics and the RSI start getting a little bit overbought, and then you may see price action start to flag out, come down, bounce off the trend line as support, and while it does that, the stochastics and RSI would then reset, and price action would potentially take off and hit the measured move. But if that doesn't happen, and we stay within this trend line, and the stochastics get very overbought, then that could be bearish news for Quant. Now keep in mind, Quant and most other cryptocurrencies right now are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. That being said, I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the daily time frame. So as I discussed earlier, Bitcoin had a massive red candle and hasn't really recovered at all since then. Now I'm going to be honest, it's a little bit crazy because I've been calling for a drop for quite a while now. And the reason for that is because if you look at the moving averages, the 21-day recently broke beneath the 50-day moving average. That is a death cross. And in my previous videos, I went back in Bitcoin's history and I showed that we would have a death cross and we dropped. Another death cross and another massive drop. Death cross and we dropped. Death cross, we dropped again. Death cross here, we dropped. Yes, it was a little bit before, but we still dropped. And then the one prior to this, we had a death cross and we went from 29K down to 24K. And then obviously we had a death cross and we dropped again. So whether or not this was a macro event that caused this or just TA being TA, it still ended up dropping. Now, as for what I'm seeing right now, the stochastics and the RSI both are now extremely oversold. And then there is two different divergences. So if you look at price action, it swings from a lower low to a higher low. If you look at the RSI, it swings from a higher low to a lower low. That is class A bullish divergence. Typically that signals a bottom has been reached. And then there's an even bigger version of the exact same divergence. And that goes all the way back to March 10th. Lower low to a higher low to a lower low. Again, class A bullish divergence. If price action fell all the way back down to 19K, 17K, somewhere in that region, perhaps it could negate the divergence. But as of right now, personally, I don't see Bitcoin going much lower than this. These are very strong divergences, paired with the low stochastics and low RSI. However, Bitcoin is still trading beneath all of the moving averages. So until Bitcoin gets back above at least the 200-day, I will not be bullish on Bitcoin. But just keep in mind, macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF were to get accepted, that could skyrocket Bitcoin and the entire crypto market. On the contrary, if it gets rejected, or like what happened with SpaceX and they liquidate Bitcoin, then that could tank the entire crypto market. So just realize that anything can happen and have a long-term outlook on crypto. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, I'm going to go over Quant's fundamentals and tokenomics. So Quant is currently trading at a price point of just over $100. It has a market cap of 1.2 billion, which ranks 38th among all cryptocurrencies. It has a max supply of 14.8 million and a circulating supply of 12 million, which is 81% in circulation. And just to put this into perspective, Bitcoin has a max supply of 21 million. Quant is just over 2/3 of the max supply of Bitcoin, which makes it extremely scarce, even more so than Bitcoin. And I also want to showcase just how important it is that this is a max supply. So if you look at this tweet that Watcher Guru put out, US government debt will rise by 5.2 billion every day for the next decade. And if you look at a chart of the purchasing power of $100 over the time frame of 1971 to 2021, it is just completely downhill. And quite frankly, there's nothing that can stop this. Once you guys understand how the monetary system actually works in fractional reserve banking, you will understand that this chart is never going to recover. So naturally, when you have a max supply of any cryptocurrency, in a sense, that is always going to give the store a value. Now, obviously, there are some cryptocurrencies out there that have no utility, so even though it's scarce and has a max supply, there's no reason to hold the currency. Now, Quant is definitely not one of those cryptos, but just in general, a max supply is very important from an investment standpoint. Now, Quant reached its all-time high back in the 2021 bull market at $428 and is down 76% since then, which is actually not near as bad compared to a lot of other cryptocurrencies, which if you look around, a lot of them are down 90, 95%. And then if you guys are looking to invest in Quant, I recommend Binance, Coinbase, or KuCoin. I think those are the three easiest centralized exchanges to use. Now, what is Quant? Quant launched in June of 2018 with the goal of connecting blockchains and networks on a global scale without reducing the efficiency and interoperability of the network. It is the first project to solve the interoperability problem through the creation of the first blockchain operating system, which is the Overledger network. Now, the main aim of Quant using Overledger is to bridge the gap that exists between different blockchains. The backbone of the project is the Overledger network, which Quant bills as the ecosystem on which the future digital economy ecosystem will be built. So there are a lot of people out there right now that think Quant, due to its low supply, is trying to be basically like Bitcoin and be a store of value. However, that's not true at all. Yes, Quant's extremely low supply is very appealing to a lot of investors. However, Quant is arguably trying to accomplish something significantly greater than that of Bitcoin, as they are essentially trying to be the glue for the entire world economy, which quite frankly is about as big of a use case as you can get. Now, the founder of Quant is Gilbert Verdian, and he has over 20 years of industry experience in upgrading the security, technology, and business strategies of businesses around the globe in order to achieve tangible results. And personally, I think Gilbert Verdian is one of the smartest people in the crypto space. Now, if you look at Quant's website, the foundation of the blockchain economy, assets of all kinds from currencies to carbon credits are being tokenized on blockchain. And this is one of my favorite parts right here. Our patented technology makes this simple, trusted, and future-proof. Given that their technology is patented, you are not going to have a lot of other projects trying to copy them, which makes them extremely unique and very innovative to the crypto space, which as an investor hoping to make a lot of money, that's exactly what you're looking for. And if you guys are looking to invest in Quant, I recommend coming to their website and looking through some of their news articles, as they're continuing to grow every day. And August 8th, they just appointed a new head of divisional sales, so they're also still hiring, which is a great thing to see during a bear market. Now, if you look at Quant's Twitter or X, they have 134,000 followers, and I also want to go over their most recent tweet. A central bank digital currency will enable citizens and businesses to automate cumbersome payments and processes and implement logic into money. And that was said by Gilbert Verdian. Now, I understand a lot of you guys out there don't like CBDCs, and I'm not going to pretend like I'm the biggest fan of them either, but the reality is that they are going to happen regardless. So Quant helping develop them, yes, that may scare some of you guys away from investing in Quant, but at the same time, who controls most of the money in the world? The central banks, which naturally, if Quant is connected to them, that will probably give them credibility within the financial sector that most other projects do not have. And on top of that, they are also one of 8 cryptocurrencies that are rumored to be ISO 20022 compliant, which allows them to integrate within the entire financial sector, working alongside central banks with cross-border payments. So you guys can take that however you want. It's no secret that Quant is a very centralized cryptocurrency, but again, from an investment standpoint, I actually really like seeing that they're close with the central banks. So basically the whole point of it though is that CBDCs running on blockchain and benefiting from embedded secure smart contracts are a form of programmable money that could usher in a range of improvements in terms of efficiency, security, and transparency that will benefit banks and their customers. So overall, Quant is just trying to improve the monetary system, as they want payments to work a lot better and they want to be able to connect all networks and blockchains. Now, for the final part of this video, I want to compare Quant to the all-time highs that some of these other projects reached last bull run. So this is a historical snapshot of November 14th of 2021. This was around the time Bitcoin was at its all-time high. As you can see right here, it's $65,400. So if you scroll down, at this time you can see Quant was ranked 59th among all cryptocurrencies, with a market cap of $3.2 billion, and it was trading at a price point of $269. So if you look at some of the projects that are above them, Kadena, $3.3 billion, Algorand, $6.3 billion, Algorand, $12.3 billion, and then even meme coins like Shiba Inu and Dogecoin, $29 billion, $34 billion. Now, if you go to market cap of and you compare Quant to the all-time market cap high that EGLD reached last bull run, which was 9.8 billion. If Quant reached those levels, it'd be trading at a price point of $674, and that'd be a 6x. Now, to me, this seems very underwhelming. I think Quant will go much higher than this. Now, if you are someone that believes Quant could reach the all-time market cap high that Algorand reached last bull run, which was 13.3 billion, then Quant would be trading at a price point of $920, and that'd be a 9x. Now, I think this is getting more reasonable. However, I honestly think Quant will go higher than this. But to me, this would be more of a low end if Bitcoin doesn't reach the levels that a lot of us think it might reach. Now, here's where things get interesting. If you are someone that believes Quant could reach the all-time market cap high that Shiba Inu reached last bull run, which was 41 billion, then that would put Quant at $2,800, and that'd be a 28x. Now, this is obviously getting a little ambitious. However, I could see a reality where this happens. Again, you have to keep in mind, Quant has one of the biggest use cases in all of crypto, essentially trying to be the glue for the entire world economy. And they have a max supply that is less than Bitcoin. So I don't know, if I had to choose a price prediction for Quant, I would probably say anywhere from $1,500 to about $2,800, maybe $3K. But again, these price comparisons are just for educational purposes. Please do your own research and come to your own conclusions. But let me know down in the comments, how high do you guys think Quant could go next bull run? If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome.